لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك.
Hajj is the only special service because this worship cannot be carried out anytime and anywhere. Only the time of the Hajj season and the Holy Mosque is worship this is done. The Hajj is the fifth pillar of Islam and Mahda worship. The law of carrying out of the Hajj is fardu ain for believers who have fulfilled the conditions that have been determined. The Hajj is only required once in a lifetime, while the second time and so on, the law is sunnah. Hajj is a worship done in the Holy Land of Mecca and is a manifestation of obedience to Allah SWT. The meaning of Hajj. Hajj is a visit to Baitullah or Kaaba to do some practices such as wukuf, mabit, tawaf, sa'i, and others practice at a certain time for fulfill the calling of Allah SWT and expect His pleasure. The order of Allah SWT in Quran Surah Ali Imran verse 97.
فيه آيات بينات مقام إبراهيم ومن دخله كان آمنا ولله على الناس حج البيت من استطاع إليه سبيلا ومن كفر فإن الله غني عن العالمين.
Oh man, in effect, Allah has obligated you to fulfill Hajj, then do the Hajj. When a best friend asks, is the obligation of the Hajj every year, or Rasulullah? So he kept quiet until the best friend asks, is the obligation to the Hajj every year until 3 times? Then the Prophet ﷺ said, if I say yes, then Hajj will be required every year, and you will not be able to do. Hadith narrated by Bukhari Muslim. The requirements of Hajj: Muslim, sensible, baligh, free or not slave, and able. Everyone who has not fulfilled these requirements are not obligatory for Hajj or Umrah. What is the meaning of istita'a or able in the Hajj? Istita'a or able in the Hajj is the essence of Rasulullah SAW. When asked about istita'a, he answered namely, supplies and vehicles. The supplies is a provision, material, knowledge, and help, while what the meaning of vehicle is something that can lead us to carry out Hajj, namely vehicle, time, and opportunities or quota included assignment. What is Umrah means? Umrah is a visit to Baitullah to carry out tawaf, sa'i, and shaving or cutting hair, or is called tahallul. How is the law of Hajj and Umrah? The law of Hajj and Umrah is obligatory for those who are able and held once in a lifetime. Does every Hajj have to be combined with Umrah? Hajj and Umrah are two worships, each of which stands alone. Thus, not every Hajj must be combined by Umrah. The point is that the Hajj and Umrah can be seen from three aspects: implementation, the time; implementation, the procedure; and law. First, in the term of implementation, the rule of the Hajj or the pillar of Hajj are more than Umrah. When Umrah, it is not mandatory to wukuf at Arafah, spend the night in Muzdalifah and Mina, and through Jumrah, while the Hajj, besides Ihram, Tawaf, Sa'i, and Tahallul, wukuf, Mabit, and throwing the mandatory Jumrah are required. Secondly, Umrah can be done anytime and any month, while the Hajj only be done in the month of Dhul Hijjah, especially on the 9th to 13th of Dhul Hijjah. Performing Hajj in addition to the specified time, according to the majority of the scholars, the Hajj is not valid. Third, the majority of scholars agree on the law of Hajj is mandatory for people who have fulfilled the requirement of the Hajj. Whereas Umrah, according to some scholars, the law must be for lifetime for those who are able. Not a few mention that Umrah is not obligatory as Hajj, but Sunnah mu'akkad. The Hajj is divided into three types, namely Tamattu Hajj, Ifrad Hajj, and Qiran Hajj. And most of Indonesian people carry out Tamattu Hajj. Tamattu Hajj is to Umrah first before doing Hajj, and this method must pay or be effected by Dam Nusuk.
Consider that quota from year to year of Indonesian people is always increasing to carry out Hajj to Baitullah. Therefore, in the process of Tamattu Hajj, the Indonesian government divides into two sessions. The first session, or commonly called Nafar Awal, it's a trip that starts from our homeland Indonesia to Jeddah, to Medina, to Mecca, to Arafah, to Muzdalifah, to Mina, to Mecca, to Jeddah, and back to our homeland Indonesia. And the second session, called Nafar Stani, is a trip that starts from our homeland Indonesia to Jeddah, to Mecca, to Arafah, to Muzdalifah, to Mina, to Mecca, to Jeddah, and back to our homeland Indonesia. Indonesian Hajj participants will take a flight to Medina or Jeddah. They will spend time between 9 and 10 hours. Of course, they will pass a number of prayer times. And there are some procedures for take ablution, tayammum, and also pray in the airplanes for them. First, read takbiratul ihram. Second, read Al-Fatihah. Third, ruku. Fourth, i'tidal. Fifth, sujud. Sixth, sit between two sujud. Seventh, sujud for the second and then wake up for the second raka'ah. Eighth, sit down at the initial tashahud. Ninth, sit down at the final tashahud and the last salam. As we know, the second session of Hajj from Indonesia is approaching the Hajj time. So, the Indonesian Hajj participant will land at King Abdul Aziz Jeddah Airport and then directly go to Mecca to carry out the obligatory for Hajj. The first Umrah was started from Jeddah by taking the Miqat Makani at King Abdul Aziz Jeddah Airport. The sequence of activities after landing in Jeddah is as follows. First, take a bath, take ablution in lodging area. Second, wear fragrance or perfumes before wearing ihram clothes. Third, Umrah intention. Fourth, wear ihram clothes. Fifth, ablution for those who abandon. And the last, prayer sunnah ihram for 2 raka'ah. After the Hajj participant carry out the obligated Umrah, certainly they will waiting for the time of Hajj. Therefore, before 9 Dhul Hijjah, when it's time to doing Hajj, the most important things and must known by the Hajj participant is pay attention to its rukun and also obligatory for Hajj. Rukun of Hajj are activities that cannot be left behind or replaced with others. If it is abandoned, then the Hajj is illegitimated. Rukun of Hajj are include 1. Wear ihram fabric. For men, they should wear 2 pieces of cloth that are not sewn, one for sarung and another in a shoulder, white in color. May not wear clothes, pants, or ordinary clothes. For women, they should wear clothes that cover the entire body except the face and palms. They are suggested to use hand socks. 2. Wukuf in Arafah. Wukuf in Arafah or staying in Arafah is the culmination of Hajj, or it can be called the most important rukun of Hajj.
Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam say, Al-Hajju Arafah. Man ja'a laylata jam'i qabla tulu'il fajr faqad adaraka.
Wukuf can be carried out with group or individually by multiplying zikir, istighfar, and reads the Quran in accordance with the Sunnah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It can be carried out until the time of khutbah wukuf. 3. Tawaf ifadah. Tawaf is go around the Kaaba as much as 7 times by following these steps. A. Closes aurat. B. Clean from hadas and najis. C. Surround the Kaaba 7 times, 3 times while jogging, and 4 times while walking normally, starting from Hajar Aswad.
وليطوفوا بالبيت العتيق.
4. Sa'i. Sa'i is walking from the Safa hill to Marwa hill for 7 times, each passing 2 green pillars. For men in the Sunnah while jogging and read,
رب اغفر وارحم واهدني السبيل الأقوام.
while for women are quiet normal. 5. Tahallul. Tahallul is cutting or shaving the hair, at least 3 strands of hair, and that is the one of the deeds of worship in the rituals of Hajj or Umrah. 6. Do the rukun orderly. Whereas the obligatory of Hajj are practice or activities within Hajj which must be done, but the validity of the Hajj doesn't depend on it. If it is left behind, the Hajj is still valid by replacing it with a dam or paying a fine. The obligatory of Hajj are 7. They are A. Ihram according to the Miqat. B. Overnight or mabit at Musdalifah. C. Overnight or mabit in Mina. D. Throwing Aqabah's Jumrah. E. Throwing Ula, Wusta, and Aqabah Jumrah. F. Keep away from things that are prohibited in Ihram. G. Tawaf Wada.
The prohibition of Hajj, according of Shafi'iyah's opinion, who have passed are as follows. 1. Wearing swim clothes. 2. Cover the head for men. 3. Closing the face for women. 4. Shaving the hair or beard. 5. Cutting the nails. 6. Wear fragrance. 7. Kill the hunting animal. 8. Establish a marriage contract. 9. Connecting bodies. 10. Affection with the last. Allah knows best. The Sunnah of Hajj. Priority of Hajj then Umrah. Take a bath when going to Ihram or before wearing Ihram clothes. Sunnah prayer of Ihram 2 raka'at. Increasing read talbiyah, dhikr, and pray after Ihram until tahallul. For men, when reading talbiyah, they should speak loudly, while women, enough with a soft voice.
لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك.
The meaning: I come to fulfill your call. Oh God, I come fulfilling your call. I come to fulfill your call. God, who has no alias for you. Verily, all praise, gift, and kingdom belong to you. There is no partner to you. Then, kiss or rub Hajar Aswad and reach around into tawaf, if not simply replace with the right hand gesture. Likewise, wipe the pillars of Yamani in each round. If they can't, it doesn't need to be replaced with a hand signal. And then, do tawaf kudum when you enter the Masjid al-Haram. Perform 2 raka'at prayer after tawaf kudum. Enter the Kaaba Baitullah. And the last, drink Zamzam water when finished tawaf. Dam. What is a dam? Dam, according to language, means blood, while according to the term is a blood flow or slaughtering livestock, namely goats, camel, or crow, in order to fulfill the provision of the ritual of Hajj. How many types of dam are there? Dam consists of two types. Those are 1. Nusuk dam, according to the provision of ritual Hajj, are the dam for the people who doing tamatu Hajj or Kiran, not because make mistake. 2. Iza dam is a dam which is done for people who violate the rules or make mistake, namely 1. Breaking the rule or ihram Hajj or Umrah. 2. Leaving one of mandatory of Hajj or Umrah consisting from not intention or intention from Miqat, not mabit in Muzdalifah, not mabit in Mina, do not throw Jumrah, and the last, do not tawaf wada. The wisdom of required Hajj and Umrah. Hajj is a big new worship that Allah SWT for His servants that has a big variety of benefit and a big goals too, which is bring the kindness in the world and the hereafter. And among the wisdom of Hajj are 1. Reciting all worship means worshipping just for Allah SWT and exposing the heart to Him with the belief that nothing is worshipped with the haq except He is. In the Quran, Surah Al-Hajj 26.
وإذ بوأنا لإبراهيم مكان البيت ألا تشرك بي شيئا وطهر بيتي للطائفين والقائمين والركع السجود.
The meaning, and remember when he put Ibrahim in the Baitullah place for Ibrahim by saying, do not associate me with anything, and purify this house of mine for those who believe, those who worship people who bow and prostrate themselves. 2. Get forgiveness from sins and replies Jannah.
العمرة إلى العمرة كفارة لما بينهما والحج المبرور ليس له جزاء إلا الجنة.
The meaning, one Umrah to the other Umrah is an erasure between both, and there is no reply for the Hajj Mabrur except Jannah. This hadith narrated by Bukhari and Muslim. 3. Can open insight. There are so many differences in the implementation of worship, but the congregation remains united in the worship and about get the pleasure of Allah SWT. This attitude will certainly have a tremendous effect on the life because almost all the problems that hit the Muslim community stemming from short-sightedness and narrow inside Islam. And among other things is that Muslims can get to know each other and be intimate and advise each other. They came from all directions, from the west, east, south, and north of Mecca, gathered in the house of the Allah Almighty, in Arafah, in Muzdalifah, in Mina, and in Mecca. They know each other, advise each other, some teach others, guide, help for others, benefit of hereafter. 4. Welcoming the call of Prophet Ibrahim. The meaning, and call human mankind to do the Hajj, solely they will come to you by foot and ride every skinny camel that comes from all directions far away. Prophet Ibrahim has a call for the Hajj to human, and Allah made anyone whom He desired to be able to hear the call of Prophet Ibrahim as an welcome it. It was going on since the time of the Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam until now.